This is the American Forces Network.
AFN serving American forces in Europe. 9 hours Central European Time.
This is the sound of entertainment. You're listening to AFKN. Korean Standard Time, 4 o'clock. From around the world, this is AFKN News on the Hour.
Good afternoon. This is Army Sergeant Jack Bateson reporting AFKN News at 4. Next news on AFKN, another 5-minute summary. That to be heard at 5 this afternoon. This is Army Sergeant Jack Bateson reporting up to the moment.
When approaching children alongside or in streets and roads, slow down and proceed with extreme caution. Be ready to stop safely should a child dart in front of your vehicle. Drive defensively.
And now here's the Korea-wide weather forecast. Cloudy skies over the entire republic with a chance of light rain. That's later today. The temperature outlook along the DMZ, look for a high of 48 degrees. In the Seoul Ascom and Incheon area, also look for a high of 48. Centrally, a high of 53. And along the south coast, a high of 60 degrees. Korean Standard Time, 4:05.
The following program is brought to you in living sound on AFKN.
SCN Radio in the Canal Zone, home of the Herman Griffith Show.
You're listening to the Weekend Potpourri, a service of SCN Radio, 790 and 1420 in the Canal Zone, affiliated with the Armed Forces Radio and Television Service.
SCN time in the Canal Zone, 8 p.m.
This is the American Forces Vietnam Network. This is AFVN, serving the American fighting man 24 hours a day from the Delta to the DMZ, with transmitters in Quang Tri, Da Nang, Quy Nhon, Pleiku, and Nha Trang, with the key network station in Saigon, Vietnam.
Striking a blow at the enemy without endangering yourself is hard to do. There is a way, though. We call it the Chu Hoi program. Every day, thousands of leaflets are dropped along known and suspected enemy trails, urging the enemy soldier to turn himself in. He's promised fair treatment and government protection if he does so. When he turns himself in, he expects you to follow the rules, too.
AFTN News on the Hour. I'm Air Force Sergeant Phil Favreau reporting for the American Forces Thailand Network.
Charlie Tuna with 65-year-old Roebuck Staples. They call him Pop in the Staples Singers. I'll take you there. If not, I'll tell you where to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Chief Master Sergeant Bob Woodruff, Station Manager of the American Forces Radio and Television Service in Tehran. After 22 years of radio broadcasting and 17 years of telecasting in Tehran, AFRTS Radio 1555 and TV Channel 7 cease all operations in this country at this time. I bid you all goodbye, and thank you for letting us serve you. And now the national anthem of the United States of America.
You are listening to the lively sounds of KMTH Radio 92, broadcasting from the Blue Room, high atop Hangar Towers, located in beautiful downtown Midway Island.
The American Forces Network Taiwan now begins another broadcast day. From our Grass Mountain studios in Taipei, we broadcast on an assigned frequency of 1550 kilohertz AM and 100.1 megahertz FM. Our power is 10,000 watts AM and 2,500 watts effective radiated power FM. At CCK, AFNT's frequency is 1570 AM. In Tainan, we broadcast at 100.9 FM. The American Forces Network Taiwan is an affiliate of the American Forces Radio and Television Service, operating under the authority of the Navy Broadcast Service, Chief of Information, Washington, D.C.
This is AFN Stuttgart Swap Shop. Items to buy, sell, or trade. If you have something to buy, sell, or trade, send the information on a signed piece of paper to Swap Shop, AFN Stuttgart, APO 09154.
AFN Stuttgart. Rock and roll.
AFN Bremerhaven, the power station.
I'm going shopping. Anyone need anything? I need a new notebook for my science project.
Let's get some steaks to grill for Saturday night. There are a lot of good reasons for staying in the military.
And some batteries. My radio's almost dead.
And one of those reasons is being able to shop at the commissary and exchange.
Okay, let's make a list.
It isn't the only reason to stay in the military.
Let's go.
But it's one thing to consider when you're making a career decision. And your career is your future.
Serving the United States European Command, this is AFN.
It's 9 o'clock in Central Europe.
This is the Armed Forces Radio and Television Service.
This is the Far East Network, Okinawa.
This is AFAN, serving McMurdo on FM 100.1 megahertz and the rest of Antarctica on shortwave 6012 kilohertz. You're listening to American Forces Radio.
Music Radio. AFAN, McMurdo.
And the McMurdo weather is as follows for today. Clear skies, unrestricted visibility. The current temperature, -5 degrees Celsius, and winds right now out of the northwest at 5. And the weather forecast at South Pole Station. They've got 200 feet visibility in blowing snow, winds out of the north at 25 knots, and a wind chill factor of -40 degrees Celsius, and that's at South Pole Station.
Terminal operations have become involved in the McMurdo Community Action Project to salvage aluminum beverage cans. The empty cans will be collected by terminal operations and shipped back to the states for recycling. How can you help? You look for those open boxes placed outside all the clubs in town and separate trash cans inside. So crush those cans and keep Antarctica beautiful and the penguins happy. Thank you.
The television schedule for McMurdo starts off with news and sports, then Salvage 1, then the last remake of Beau Geste, and finishes up tonight with Hawaii 5-0.
American Forces Radio.
P.W. McQuillan in the morning? Yuck.
American Forces Radio.
You're in a strangely exciting place. See the signpost up ahead? You've just entered the Power 99 zone.
Sorry I'm late for work, but I couldn't find the place.
Freedom Radio on 107.7 FM, Baghdad.
Good morning to everybody out there. Hello, Iraq. Marine Staff Sergeant Troy Ruby with you. I figured I would come on with my soft, subtle morning voice at 5 minutes past 6 o'clock, but I don't think that's going to last a whole lot of time. Good morning, Iraq. Marine Staff Sergeant Troy Ruby with you. Sitting directly across from me is
Army Sergeant Sandra Mercado.
Did you forget your name again? Girl, forgot her name. Nikki Cage up in the radio studio with me today.
That's right.
Yeah, man, we got a lot of great stuff for you. It's 50 degrees right now in the green zone under partly cloudy skies, and you're going to have sunny skies today with a high of about 64 degrees. Ton of great stuff for everybody today, right?
Of course, always.
Now we're going to have a blast. We're with you until 9 o'clock this morning right here on Freedom Radio 107.7.
Who's your Baghdaddy?
Today is officially our second day of live radio here in Baghdad.
Yes, it is. Something to be very proud of.
Hope everybody joined us yesterday when Master Sergeant Eric Brazones, he did the first show, started at 3 o'clock yesterday, 3 to 6. That will be
great show.
It was a lot of fun. Got a little note here for everybody who's carrying a weapon, which is most likely everybody. Keep a hold of that bad boy. Don't leave it laying around. Don't leave it in your car, because when security goes through the parking lots and stuff, they do random checks of vehicles. If there's a weapon in the vehicle, they will confiscate it. And they don't have keys to your vehicle, so you can just imagine
how they'll find their way in.
Exactly.
The most heavily armed staff on the air. Freedom Radio. It's your Freedom Radio forecast.
It's 6:35 in the morning. You're here with Nikki and Troy on 107.7 FM, the station that's always there and on the air. Right now in Baghdad, it's 40 degrees, expecting a high of 51 degrees, a low of 42. Tomorrow, 63 degrees with sunshine, low of 43. And Talil right now, it's 52 degrees. Stay tuned for our Staff Sergeant Kim Almodovar with your Freedom Radio News.
This is Freedom Radio News. Stay up to date with what's happening across the country. Freedom Radio News on AFN Iraq.
Thunder 1530 brings you the best news, music, and talk. All day, every day.
I love the music. Plus hearing all the news from the States and around the world. It's great.
Check us out and hear for yourself what others already know.
Thunder 1530 has it all.
Make Thunder 1530 your source for the best news, music, and talk every day. Thunder 1530.
Great talk, sports, and country music. Thunder 1530 AM radio, Keflavik, Iceland.
Ladies and gentlemen, AFN Shape now presents this special announcement. After 32 years of serving Shape and the Tri-Border region, the time has come for AFN Shape to broadcast for the very last time. AFN Shape goes off the air forever right now. And now, for the first time, the all-new AFN Benelux takes to the air, serving Shape, NATO, Brussels, Schinnen, and the entire Benelux region. You are listening to The Eagle on the all-new AFN Benelux.
AFN Livorno, The Eagle. We deliver hits with 100% accuracy. AFN The Eagle.
The Army wants you. If you're a family member or civilian in the Camp Darby community, you don't have to wear the boots to support the total Army effort. You can become part of this vital team by simply attending the Army Family Team Building Level 1 course on Wednesday, June 28th at Camp Darby ACS. The class gets underway at 9 a.m. To register, stop by or call Camp Darby ACS and join the Army family today.
AFN Livorno, The Eagle. Oh, don't thank us. We're just doing our job.
Just listen.
AFN The Eagle. Music worth fighting for.
Welcome to Freedom Watch Radio News. I'm Marine Sergeant Jeremy Ross. The news doesn't stop here. Make sure you check out Freedom Watch Afghanistan, the magazine, available at PXs, post offices, and dining facilities around the theater. That does it for this edition of Freedom Watch Radio News. From all of us here at AFN Afghanistan out of Bagram Airfield, I'm Marine Sergeant Jeremy Ross. Thanks for listening.
The hits just keep on coming.
I'm listening to you on the radio and loving the music.
Nickelback, Beyonce, Three Doors Down.
AFN Wiesbaden, the Eagle, serving America's best. Keep it loud, and we'll keep it up. AFN Wiesbaden, the Eagle, serving America's best.